I absolutely am obsessed with Usborne's nonfiction, educational, interactive books. They are phenomenal and they make learning so much fun. And I'm going to show you some of my brand new favorites that we just got. All right, the first one is called Peek Inside the Jungle. I love the Peek Inside series so much. This is perfect for toddlers, ages 2 and 3 preferably. It's a great flat book that introduces them to facts. So this is about the jungle. It's got some flaps. You're going to learn about the monkeys that live in the trees. You're going to learn about fruits that grow in the treetops. I mean, look how cute. So it's just such a fun, interactive book introducing your kids to flaps, really durable and high quality, and they're going to be learning some really fun stuff that is going to just make it awesome. So I love the Peek Inside series. If you've got a toddler or preschooler, you got to get one of those. All right, the next one is this 199 Things Under the Sea. This is just a super simple book. We've got also 199 animals and a couple other ones. Just very simple pictures with the name of what they are. So if you've got a kid that loves sharks or the ocean, you want them to get one of these books that are just really simple and fun, and they can just learn about all of the things that are living in there. All right, let's talk about some of our flat books that I am obsessed with. This is called Lift the Flap, First Questions and Answers. This is probably still for the preschool age group. We've got a bunch of different ones in this series, and this is our brand new one called How Do I See? It's also super interactive, awesome book to read with your child, and you'll learn a lot too, I promise. So this page is How Do I See? So we'll have all these questions about what can I see, when do people need glasses, how do owls see in the dark, and then how do I hear, why do I have 2 ears, where are my ears? Did you know that these ears are on their legs? Like, I didn't know that. Super cool. So we've got, and then we have how do I smell things? So we're going to learn about our nose, and how do I taste things, and then how do I feel things, and then how do our senses work? So just a lot of information of all of our senses, great questions that kids ask all of the time, and you're going to be able to help them learn about that. So really fun. And then a step above that, I shouldn't say above, but the next step for older kids is the Lift the Flap Question and Answers series. We have a bunch of books in this one, and this is great. It's about food, and you could do this book from preschool to for a few years. I actually learned quite a bit reading this book too. So we have where do we get sugar from? Where do animals get their food? Why are carrots orange? Why do onions make me cry? Are sweets bad for me? Are berries poisonous? What did people do before freezers? Which foods grow in rainforest? And who ate the first sandwich? So we've got all those kind of questions and these awesome questions and answers food. We know that kids ask questions all the time, and this question and answer series is going to just make your life a lot easier to be able to help them with that. Okay, one book that I really like is called Above and Below, and I sat down with both of my girls, they're ages 4 and 7 yesterday, to read this book, and they both loved it. It is jam-packed of information, but simple information too. So we're going to talk about above and below. So this page is about the ocean. So we can see what's above the ocean. This is what you see, right? And then there's this half flap that you can turn to see what's below the ocean. And then I'm going to just kind of zoom in. If you can see, we've got all those things that are either above or below. And then it has just some simple information. So this page will go to the river. So you can just see this is what we see on a river. And then... oops, I already flipped the flap, my bad. So this is what we would see, and then this is what is under the river. And so there's just tons of pages, mountain caves, and this is what is in the mountain cave. And it's just going to talk about what's in them, what's above them, what's below them, and how they live, and just simple facts. So this is just a really fun one, of kind of an all-around learning book of a ton of different things. Plants, trees, animals, all that kind of stuff. All right, moving on. I love our Usborne beginner nonfiction books. These are $4.99. Awesome. If your kid loves to learn about facts about a certain kind of animal, if he or she is obsessed with bears or penguins or whatever, you want to get one of these books because they're such a great deal. They're hardback, and they have stunning pictures. The pictures are beautiful, and the facts are simple, and they're just great. So I would recommend these for all ages, but especially first to probably third grade. These are going to be great for them to simple facts about the things that they love. So this is the Woodland Creatures book. All right, 2 more books real quick. This is called The See Inside the World of Shakespeare. We have a See Inside series for older kids. I would say probably ages 7 or 8 and up. Tons of flaps. You can't really tell, but I promise there's flaps everywhere. We've got a bunch of different books in this series. It's just more detailed, more in-depth, more intense than the other flap books that are going to have more for the older kids. So our See Inside series are awesome. All right, last book. This is called the Usborne Outdoor book, and I am really, really excited about this book because it's kind of an activity book as well. It talks, you're going to go exploring ponds, rivers, and seas, discovering wildlife. You're going to investigate woods. You're going to go into the wild. You're going to learn about all the different kinds of weathers and how to be a night explorer. And what is cool is I'll just kind of show you how the page is set up. If there is an exclamation mark, it means that there is really important information that you need to read, whether it's going to be a warning or something to keep you safe that you're going to need. And then there is going to be, if there is on the page, it'll tell you if you need certain gear. And then it'll give you like an activity of how to do things. So how do you go crabbing? And how do you go on a seashore hunt? And you're going to learn about it, and then you're going to go and do. So this is great if you love to go camping, if you like to be outdoors, and you want to teach your kids about nature, you're going to get your hands on this book.